Welcome to the Fireside Chat for Fitness and Nutrition with Adrienne and Ken. Today we're going to be talking about stable and mobile joints and mobile foods, snacks on the go. Would you like to kick us off, Ken?
I would, Adrienne. Yes. So each joint has a degree of stability and mobility in it. It's just that certain joints are designed to be more stable, and other joints are to be designed to be more mobile. And the body's kind of cool in that it's typically opposite, the next joint in the kinetic chain. To give you an example, so if you start at the bottom, your feet are mobile, but they are stable. They're meant to be a platform on which you can stand. The fibrous tissues in the bottom of your feet are pretty tense and pretty fibrous and very tough and don't move a lot. Although you can move your foot, it's still a little bit mobile, but it's meant to be stable. Now, the next kinetic chain joint up that is your ankle, which is supposed to be very mobile. And you will know that if you've ever turned your ankle. That's because it's very, very easy to do. If you step off a curb, so if it was designed to be more stable, it wouldn't do that, or it'd be harder to do that. But so that the ankle is mobile. The next kinetic chain joint is the knee, and that is designed, again, it is mobile. It's got a huge hinge joint on it, but it's designed to be stable. So you can see kind of the pattern here: stable, mobile, stable. You can see that. So the next joint in alignment is the hip, and that is a ball and socket. So the ball and socket, the ball goes in the socket, and it has a really large range of motion. It's supposed to be really mobile. And then the next joint above that is the pelvis and the lumbar spine. And the pelvis, is designed to be stable, to accept the ability of the mobility of the hip. Something has to be stable in order to play off of that. Mm-hmm. So stable hip joint, mobile, stable pelvis, mobile hip joint. And the spine is a different animal because it's supposed to be stable to protect your spinal column. So it has a whole bunch of little segments to it, which if you take them into consideration, all the whole chain, it can be pretty mobile. The lumbar spine, not so much. It doesn't really move that much because it is supposed to be stable to accept the weight of your upper body connected into the pelvis. The thoracic spine, which is the next kinetic chain, is more mobile, and then the cervical spine is very mobile. So you can go in all different sorts of ways to go. Did you know, Adrienne, that there's only one place that your arms connect to your upper body? Do you know where? In a bony place, bone on bone. Do you know where that is?
Bone on bone, not like the scapular area and the shoulder. No. Okay.
No, I should say no, because that is connected by tendons and some ligaments and so on, but mostly tendons. But bone on bone is the right here, right here, the sternoclavicular joint right here. So that connects to your clavicle, which is part of your shoulder, which connects into your shoulder. But that's where it connects. So that doesn't move that much. That's pretty stable. But then if you travel outwards, then you've got the shoulder, which is another ball and socket chain. So yeah. So this one is more like a plate and a ball, as opposed to the hip is more of a socket. This is more of a plate, but it's connected to it by rotator cuff muscles. But that's really mobile. That's the most mobile joint in the body, is the shoulder. Then you've got the elbow, which is more stable. Okay, it's a little more mobile than the knee, but it's just a hinge joint. It's more than hinge joints. It does pronation and supination too, but it's basically a stable joint. Then play off of that, the wrist is very mobile, as you can see. Wrist is very mobile, and the fingers are very dexterous and very mobile too. So that whole, from this structure to here, this is stable. Then these whole structures right here are mobile. So the body is so cool in that it plays off of, one structure has to be mobile, the other structure is stable for movement, but the stable part of it has to it allows the mobile to play off of it. So it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing the body is. And I'm going to give you some tips on how you maintain the mobility or the stability in each joint. I'll go over them really quickly. Let's start it from the top. So fingers, you want to kind of go like this, where you do a prayer and just kind of go like this and kind of press. You should be able to do a 90-degree angle like that. And then this would be a wrist. So that's wrist. This is fingers. So you go like this, yeah. So you should be able to go, see how my 90 degrees like this, like that. So it should be 90, so forth. So that would be good. That'd be good mobility. Keep your mobility up. Good stretching and I'm talking about stable. Even though joints are stable, they still need to be slightly flexible. So you need to, even the elbow is mobile, it's stable. It has to be mobile a little bit. So a good stretch for the on both sides of the elbow is the tricep stretch. Would be like this: you reach back and just try and touch your spine with this hand here, and then bring your elbow to your ear, and that stretches your tricep. And then the front part of the joint, you just go like this, or you go back, palm is facing backwards, and that stretches this part right here. A good mobility or stretch for the shoulder here is this. That stretches, that's mostly the muscles that get tight, the infraspinalis and teres minor, so you want to stretch that. Neck, you want to keep the neck nice and mobile. This is a good stretch. This is an upper trapezius stretch. So you'll do is you'll tilt to one side, looking straight forward. Then you'll gently, with just the weight of your hand, pull your ear to your shoulder, and then you're going to look in the opposite direction. And that's going to stretch this upper trapezius right here, which bothers a lot of people most. That's what bothers people because they have such poor posture. Spine, a good mobility exercise, or it would just be to bring your knees to your chest and hug yourself if you're on your back. That's a good way to, because you have to have flexibility in order to be mobile. If you're not flexible, you can't be mobile. So that's a good one. Hips, a good one is just this right here, where you're just crossing your one ankle over the other knee and just lean forward, chest to knee, not head to knee, but chest to knee, and you'll feel that in your piriformis and the muscles of your hip joint. Yeah. And then knee, there's two exercises or two stretches. You'd want to do a quadricep stretch, which would be this right here, where you're just standing on one, and you're just going to go ahead and put your knees together, pull your heel to your butt, and then push your hips forward. Squeeze your butt and push your hips forward like that. So you can feel the stretch right here. That's the front part of the knee. That gets the front part of the knee, the quadriceps tendon and the quadriceps tendon. And the second stretch is for the back. You step forward with front foot, pull that toe up. This knee is straight, and just lean forward again, chest to knee, not head to knee. You want to keep your back flat so that you feel this stretch right here. And then the ankle, to keep it mobile, is just you'll step back, keep this knee straight, lean forward by bending this knee here, and you'll feel that stretch in the calf of the back leg. That's the back of the ankle. The front of the ankle is just reverse it. Go like this. So it gets the shin and the front of the top of the foot. So there's some mobility movements to keep your body nice and mobile and keep that kinetic chain in good working order. Do you have any questions?
Awesome. I was going to ask about the sacral part of the spine. That's not flexible or not mobile, right?
No, that's mobile.
It is.
That is mobile. Yeah. So that's it's a sacrum. So it's part of the hip. So you want to keep that. And the joints are connected by ligaments, and they move a little bit, but they're meant to be stable. Complete stability. So it doesn't move very much at all. So that along with the lumbar vertebrae are designed to flex and extend, not really tilt and not really turn. They're just designed to, just because it's the way they're designed, the facet joints, how they stack on top of one another. So yeah. So does that answer your question?
Yeah, that's pretty fascinating. I like the stretches too for each part. Hopefully some of you guys will try that at home.
I hope so. It'd help you. It'd be beneficial.
Yeah, I'm doing the hip stretch right now, actually.
Oh, good for you. You do it at your desk anytime.
Well, along with this, you might want to have some mobile snacks that you can bring with you on the go. And one of my favorite ideas, and I would say this is mainly for spring and for summer, somewhat fall if it's kind of nice, smoothies. In the winter, you're probably not gonna like these as much. You can do green smoothies with like kale or spinach. You can even put things like celery in there if you wanted to. And then you combine that with some different fruits, like maybe blueberries or banana, or strawberries. You could do a tropical smoothie. You can do a chocolate protein smoothie, a chia seed smoothie, an avocado smoothie, basically anything that you want. It's like a meal that you can just drink with you in the car or on the go somewhere. Another thing I would suggest, it's easy, but it's fresh fruit. So anything like apples, pears, bananas, grapes, berries, all of these you can just easily pack, like maybe the blueberries part, because banana you don't have to do anything for it. And you're going to get some natural sweetness and some fiber usually with that too. If you like vegetables as a snack, I would definitely make your own veggie sticks, and that could be something like jicama, celery, carrot sticks, bell pepper strips, cherry tomatoes, and maybe with some hummus. That works pretty well. You could also do ranch dip, but I usually suggest hummus instead just for some extra protein. Whole grain crackers with nut butter, like almond butter, peanut butter. You can also do guacamole on some of these, and that's pretty good. And that way you're getting a balance of carbohydrates, protein, and some good healthy fats too. Now, a newer thing is roasted chickpeas. I don't know if you've had this before, made it before. It's actually a pretty good snack. And they're like roasted, so they usually have some, you can put some spices on there or salt. So it's a pretty good popcorn-ish snack. But if you also want to try popcorn, that's perfectly fine. And that can also be seasoned with herbs or even nutritional yeast if you are more of a plant-based person. And then the other thing is trail mix. So that takes nuts and seeds, and then fruits, and if you want, maybe some dark chocolate chips. And you can do a little like snack bag that you maybe do some walnuts, some pumpkin seeds, and then dark chocolate chips, for example. That could be easy. You can make a bunch of them and then just grab a bag, take it with you on the go. Another thing is chia seed pudding. You can make this the night before, and basically you would use a plant-based milk. You can use regular milk if you'd like. You can sweeten it if you want with maybe some maple syrup or agave nectar. And you can take that in a little mason jar on the go. Very delicious. And energy balls. I don't know if you've had these before, but you can make a bunch of them. And you can stick them in the freezer and then grab a couple on the go. Super easy and delicious. They're usually made with dates, nuts, seeds, and spices, sometimes like cinnamon. And then of course there are like whole grain muffins or bread. So you can make them with oats, whole wheat flour, maybe some fruit. One of my favorites is a slice of banana bread, and I'll put that in the link below. And basically these snacks are designed to be plant-based, give you a lot of healthy nutrients, antioxidants, fiber, and all of that will be important for cardiovascular health, which we'll talk about another time. But in the meantime, do you have any questions?
I do. You mentioned the first thing you mentioned was smoothies.
Oh yeah.
Does it, if you put it in a blender and blend vegetables or fruit, does it affect the fiber content of it? Does it make it less, or is it the same, right, if you have it whole or if you put it in the smoothie?
It's the same because it hasn't gone anywhere. If you're juicing, that's where, let's say the
Juicing,
fiber is
that's what it was.
separated out. So it's actually a really good way to get your fiber in too. I would say the only negative about smoothies is that we're not chewing them. And so a lot of times we can drink really fast. And if we have a 500-calorie smoothie, it's gone. We think we're still hungry because we're not chewing them. So I would say, sip on it. I would chew on your smoothie too. No reason not to. Just, it's pre-digested, but you can just help yourself along and not just drink really fast, gulp down 16 ounces or so of a smoothie. Did that answer your question?
That did. Thank you. Excellent.
And if any of you guys have questions, please put them into the comments. We would love to answer them. And then also, if there are any topics you'd like us to cover, that would be great. Post that too. In the meantime, like, subscribe, and if you like to support this channel, there's a link below in the description. So find us, and we will connect with you next time. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
We have a 90-day VIP program, and this is all about knee surgery prep and recovery. So we want to make sure that you have the best outcomes by having your own virtual personal trainer and your own dietitian nutritionist who's going to help coach you. So by integrating these services that we're going to offer with your doctor's care, you will have a lot of potential benefits, including customized diet and exercise plans to help you get ready for the surgery, and then afterwards the surgery, dealing with things like inflammation or limited mobility and how to get that strength back into the knee, for example, and the muscle surrounding it. We can also help create routines that focus on strengthening certain specific muscles, like I said, reducing inflammation and excess weight to help your knees not be so stressed out. And we're also going to improve flexibility and enhance your overall health. What else we're going to do, Ken?
Well, yeah, you said a lot. That's good. Injury prevention and rehabilitation for sure. If you're getting scheduled for knee replacement, let's just say, you want to strengthen those muscles around the joint, so that it's easier for you to recover. So the stronger the muscle is before you go in, the easier it is to rehabilitate that, because it's already programmed. It's already programmed in the muscle and the nerves and so forth. So it's a good thing. You want that. Your muscles want that. They desire that, and the rehabilitation will be so much easier. And with a trainer specifically, we can guide you. I can guide you through the proper form and techniques in reducing your risk of further injury as well. So, what else you got, Adrienne?
Another great benefit of this program is that we do everything virtually. So you can get your virtual health coaching and your virtual personal training so that you can do it from home, from your couch,
Don't have to go anywhere.
For you.
Don't have to go anywhere for sure. Yeah, that leads into motivation and accountability. So, we provide personal one-on-one, motivation and support, and regular check-ins, and we track your progress and set you up with goals and make sure that you're on track and making the progress that you need to make in order to go forward.
And a key part of this is that it's holistic too. So there's a difference between going to our doctors or our orthopedic surgeons and, getting news that we're going to get a surgery, and then just kind of like prepping in terms of having some meals made or people to kind of help out. But what you really want is to have this combined dietary part and this personal training part along with your doctor, so that you have all three on your team. And by doing this, clients can have better posture, they can lose weight, reduce inflammation and pain, have increased strength and overall well-being. So you are like hitting the ground running. So you're prepping, you get the surgery, and then you're done and you have support to just get on with the rest of your life. So right. I think it's a great program.
I do too.
And it's only $14.97 for the whole 90-day program. And it includes one-on-one support with your nutrition coach and also your personal trainer. You'll get 9 sessions total. And we are here to help you thrive.
Yes, we are.